Could the current situation in Ukraine be the harbinger of a new world order? This is a topic of concern and curiosity for political analysts, scholars, and ordinary citizens in every corner of the world. With the global political stage in a state of flux, the Ukraine crisis has emerged as a critical point of discussion. And the central point of this discourse is the SnowStorm operation. The SnowStorm operation, a major event that has attracted wide international attention, is changing the landscape of the conflict. Recently, the Russian special forces initiated a tactical move into central Avdiivka, a critical juncture in the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. This move, a calculated risk undertaken by the Russians, was a significant strategic maneuver in an increasingly unstable geopolitical landscape. The operation, aptly named SnowStorm, carries not just military significance, but also carries the potential to disrupt global economic structures. The SnowStorm operation illustrates a dramatic shift in the balance of power within the region, signaling a new phase in the ongoing conflict. Russia is a nation that has been wrestling with a shortage of troops and weaponry, as disclosed by the US intelligence chief in a statement made in 2023. Despite this, the move into central Avdiivka represents a calculated gamble on Russia's part. It is a testament to their willingness to take risks and their ambition to increase their sphere of influence. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community. At Africa Social Intellect, we are driven by a profound commitment to foster a platform where voices from the heart of Africa can unite, share, and inspire. Our mission is to create an inclusive space that transcends borders, empowering individuals to express their views, discuss challenges, and celebrate the richness of African culture. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. Now, let's continue. As an aggressive stance, it's a clear demonstration of Russia's military intentions, even in the face of potential setbacks. This bold move into central Avdiivka has the potential to either tip the scales in Russia's favor or to further deepen the already ingrained stalemate. It is a speculative play, a roll of the dice that could potentially redefine the power dynamics of the region. Yet, the move into central Avdiivka indicates a calculated risk, a gamble that could either tip the scales in Russia's favor or further entrench the existing impasse. The global economic implications of this operation are incredibly profound, reaching far beyond what most people would initially anticipate. With Ukraine now receiving substantial military assistance from Western backers, there is an intense injection of billions of dollars into what could be seen as a combustible situation. This lethal aid is no small matter, as it may significantly alter the balance of power in the region. This escalation in conflict is not just a military or political issue, it also has a ripple effect that is felt in the financial realm. Indeed, the stakes are astronomically high, placing a considerable strain on Western economies. These economies are now grappling with the challenging task of maintaining this high level of support. This turn has tangible impacts on governments and citizens alike, who may find their resources stretched thin in a bid to uphold their commitments. The economic repercussions of this operation, however, go beyond the borders of Ukraine and its Western backers. It's not just the directly involved parties who are feeling the pinch. The fallout is far-reaching, extending to every corner of the globe. It has a domino effect that has disrupted global supply chains, creating a level of uncertainty that is felt in every industry. The impacts on commodity prices are far from negligible. Prices have fluctuated wildly, and this instability is causing concern for businesses and investors worldwide. Furthermore, the increased geopolitical risks that have arisen as a result of conflict are also causing a significant amount of unease. These risks have the potential to destabilize financial markets, which in turn affects the global economy in a myriad of ways. In conclusion, the economic implications of this operation are far from localized. The repercussions reverberate across the globe, affecting economies, disrupting supply chains, and altering commodity prices. The global economic implications of this operation are profound. It extends to the world at large, disrupting global supply chains, affecting commodity prices, and increasing geopolitical risks that can destabilize financial markets. In the midst of this turmoil, Ukrainian President Zelensky's refusal to negotiate with Putin adds another layer of complexity to the situation. This situation is a game of chess, where every move counts, and one wrong move could tip the balance in favor of the opponent. President Zelensky, a former comedian turned political leader, finds himself in a delicate position where his decisions can reverberate beyond the borders of his nation. Zelensky's refusal to negotiate is not without precedent. History is replete with examples of leaders resisting dialogues and negotiations with perceived aggressors. This refusal, some argue, is deeply rooted in a desire to maintain national sovereignty, a sentiment that resonates strongly with the Ukrainian people. They see this as an act of defiance, an assertion of their independence and their national spirit. Yet this stance also stirs a wave of speculations and debate. Critics question whether such a firm stance could potentially isolate Ukraine on the global stage. They wonder if this could in some way hinder potential pathways to peace. They ask, can peace be achieved without constructive dialogue? Without reaching across the table and trying to find common ground? Furthermore, it brings to light the question of coercion. Many believe Zelensky's refusal stems from an aversion towards any perceived attempts at coercion. They argue that this firm stance against any form of strong-arming or bullying is both courageous and necessary. However, this also raises an important debate about his strategic approach. This intransigence opens up a Pandora's box of questions about the potential pathways to peace and the resolution of the conflict. However, it also raises questions about the potential pathways to peace and the resolution of the conflict. The potential solutions to the Ukraine war are multifaceted and complex. This global issue, nestled in the heart of Eastern Europe, is not a problem that can be solved by mere words or military might. It is an intricate web of political tensions, historical grievances, and geostrategic interests that calls for a nuanced approach and an in-depth understanding of the factors at play. Firstly, these solutions need to consider the fragile balance of international diplomacy. It involves a sensitive dance between nations, each with their own vested interests and geopolitical motivations. The role of influential nations like the United States, China, and those in the European Union is crucial in this regard. They can exert diplomatic pressure to guide the actions of the involved parties, leveraging their influence to prevent escalation and promote peace. Secondly, military strategy is another significant component. While the use of force must always be the last resort, maintaining Ukraine's military capabilities could help deter further aggression and maintain the status quo. This can be achieved by continuing military assistance to Ukraine, which training, resources, and intelligence sharing. Thirdly, the power of international cooperation cannot be underestimated. In a world that is ever more interconnected and interdependent, coordinated actions from the global community can make a significant impact. This could involve imposing tougher sanctions on Russia to discourage further aggression, or rallying support for Ukraine on the international stage. Finally, brokering a peace deal under international supervision could be the ultimate solution. Such a deal would need to address the root causes of the conflict and ensure the fair treatment of all parties involved. This last resort requires a deep understanding of the intricate dynamics at play and a genuine commitment to peace and stability on all sides. The possible resolutions to the Ukraine war are multifaceted and complex. They require a delicate balance of diplomacy, military strategy, and international cooperation. This may involve continuing military assistance to Ukraine, imposing further sanctions on Russia, or even brokering a peace deal under international supervision. In summary, the SnowStorm operation marks a critical juncture in the Ukraine crisis, with far-reaching economic implications. This particular operation has become a significant turning point in the ongoing political strife in Ukraine, highlighting the extreme urgency of finding a comprehensive approach to managing conflicts. This approach must encompass a broad spectrum of considerations, ranging from immediate military issues to wide-ranging geopolitical and economic aspects. The current situation in Ukraine resembles a chess game of international politics, where every move is measured and carries significant weight. At the center of this conflict are President Zelensky and his resolute refusal to enter negotiations with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. This steadfast stance, though commendable and symbolic of Ukraine's unyielding resilience, introduces significant complications into the quest for a peaceful resolution to this crisis. The lack of direct communication between the two leaders has raised the stakes and intensified the need for diplomacy. The conflict has brought to the surface the entangled intricacies of international relations, global politics, and economic dependencies. Solutions to these problems are inherently complex, demanding a collective effort from the international community. The result of this collective action could potentially be groundbreaking, leading to a reshaping of the global geopolitical landscape. It is this momentous potential that lends the current situation an air of historical significance. The potential solutions, though complex, necessitate a collective global effort, an effort that could redefine the world order as we know it. In the face of uncertainty, one thing remains clear: the world watches and waits. An air of anticipation hangs heavy over the globe like a thick blanket as news reports from every corner broadcast the same chilling story. The snowstorm in Ukraine, a country known for its hardiness and resilience, continues to unfold. As we speak, the unrelenting snowfall is painting the landscape white, morphing cities and towns into a vast winter wonderland. But beneath the surface of this picturesque scene, the reality is jarring. Life has come to a near standstill, the usual hum of activity stifled under the weight of the snow. Schools are closed, public transportation is grounded. There is a marked absence of the usual hustle and bustle on the streets, and the cold has seeped into homes, touching every inhabitant with its cold fingers. News anchors across continents relay the same message in a myriad of languages, their faces etched with concern. There is an unspoken understanding that this isn't a typical snowstorm. This is a battle against nature itself. Yet amidst the fear and trepidation, there is also a sense of unity. The world stands together, empathy and solidarity shining through the frosty veil of the storm. International aid is pouring in. People from all walks of life are extending a helping hand, showing that humanity can indeed weather any storm. It's a testament to the indomitable human spirit, an affirmation that even in the darkest of times, the flame of hope continues to burn. And as we turn the pages of this chapter, recording history as it unfolds, we are reminded of our collective strength and the power of unity. The world watches and waits as the snowstorm in Ukraine continues to unfold. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.